My name is Corbin Reinhardt, and I've been doing parkour for over 10 years now. Today, I want to give you guys my perspective on that scene from The Office. First off, I love the show. I could just put it on and just laugh the entire time. Now that being said, in this particular episode, the writers decided to make fun of parkour. I know it's been a bit controversial in the parkour community, so here's the scene.
Parkour! 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 Extreme! Parkour! Parkour!
This is Parkour, internet sensation of 2004, and it was in one of the Bond films. It's pretty impressive. The goal is to get from point A to point B as creatively as possible. So technically they are doing parkour as long as point A is delusion and point B is the hospital.
Parkour!
Accurate. God, Jesus.
Get off! Okay, parkour! Come over the camera. Come over the camera. Okay, we all go together or we go one at a time. Here it is.
Truck to refrigerators to dumpster, 360 spin onto the pallets, backflip gainer into the trash can.
Yeah, yeah.
Parkour, parkour!
Parkour!
I'm right behind you, Andy! Come on!
Yeah!
Parkour.
I know people don't like to be made fun of, and they also don't like their sport, but they love to be made fun of. But I think this scene is hilarious. I've heard athletes say parkour literally at least hundreds of times at jams. First off, let's talk about how correct their movements are. In the first clip, Michael does a roll, and he doesn't hit his head, so that's a win for me. Andy's climb up on the desk, yeah, that was terrible. Michael does a tic-tac, and that's actually pretty good. Okay, in this clip when Michael uses the chair for parkour, you would be surprised how many people use a chair for parkour and freerunning. I think my favorite scene is when Dwight kicks open the door and she's using air spray deodorant. Okay, so I gotta talk about this scene real quick because it's pretty awesome that Steve Carell and Ed Helms actually did their own stunts on this one. In the film industry, they get stunt doubles specifically for little stuff like this. So props to Steve and Ed Helms for actually doing this themselves. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been able to monetize my videos for some obvious reasons, but that's why I have my first ever shirt that I've made. If you guys get one of these, it really does help out my channel and be able to make these videos. Make sure you get one at the link above. So Jim's interpretation of what parkour is actually pretty good. When I talk to somebody who doesn't know what it is, I always say from point A to point B. Now, when he says creative, I think the creativity is actually a key element of it, and that's kind of where freerunning comes in and yada yada yada. But I would say overall, that's a really good explanation. Okay, so here's kind of what's crazy about this last scene. With Andy, when he's talking about doing the 360 spin and then a gainer into the block, back when this was made, 360s weren't really a move used in parkour, but now today, it's actually becoming much more prominent. I don't know, I just kind of thought that was interesting. So when he jumps into the refrigerator box, that has happened multiple times in parkour. So that's why it's a key rule to always check your surroundings and make sure they're secure. I want you guys to take a second and comment down below what you think of this scene. Do you guys have the same opinion as mine, or do you not like that they made fun of parkour? One thing that was pretty awesome back in the day, when I used to be a little bit smaller and I was coaching at Tempest, Steve Carell would come in with his kids, and he was a cool dude. He was really well dressed, he had a suit on, he had a gray beard. Honestly, he is one of the most stylish older men that I've ever seen. Maybe that's too much information. Lastly, I think getting offended is not the answer when somebody's making fun of your sport. Especially in this sense, because the writers thought parkour was cool enough to actually put it in their script. And at the end of the day, if you can justify to yourself why you're doing this sport and that it makes you happy, it kind of takes the punch away from anybody's insults or jokes about it. I really do think that the most healthy way to react to this type of stuff is by being able to laugh at yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to comment down below what your favorite part of the scene was. Also, click that join button down there and subscribe to be part of the Hardt Club. Later, skaters.